Hey everyone, I'm Chris and I am Funktastic. You may have noticed I was in kind of a bad mood last week. I'm sorry, but thanks to everyone who sort of encouraged me. And John Green, can you believe that John Green left me a comment? That makes my day. It made my week, and I'm still pretty excited about it. But, so yes, I was in a funk, but I'm in a little better of a mood this week. In fact, I'm actually kind of busy, so this is going to be kind of short. So I apologize ahead of time for that. So here's what I'm planning. I'm still going to law school in a year, and so instead of job hunting right now, which is very depressing in our current economy, I'm just taking a break and putting all my effort into studying for the LSAT and applying to law schools, which is oodles of fun, as I've just started doing that today, and yeah, it's not good. But I'm busy doing that. I'm writing letters to people to get my last recommendations done. Yeah, I'm just doing all that fun paperwork and bureaucratic stuff. Got to order transcripts. So I've been busy, and I'm going to be busy. So another reason I've been busy too is because of this stupid, yet amazingly awesome thing. It's Spore. I haven't been playing video games much lately. I used to a lot when I was a kid, but ever since college I've not had much time to. But this is stealing my life away slowly. I like building things, and it's sort of like my creative outlet right now, which is ridiculous. My recommendations for this week, I figured, I don't know, maybe in the spirit of Laura's recommendation of the song, which also I gotta echo Mike, that is pretty awesome. I kind of wanted to know what that song was too, but I never wanted to go through the effort of figuring it out. But I figured I'd do a music-tacular episode. Actually, I'm going to do an Australian music-tacular episode, which I think, I don't know, I just was talking to someone about Australian music, and it made me think of recommending all the different bands and people I discovered when I was living there for a year. So, this is the pile, and yes, I don't know, it's 5 songs, or 5 CDs rather, and I'll put all the links in the sidebar over wherever. But first, we have Clare Bowditch. I don't know how to say her name, it's the one I don't know, but it's kind of cool. I just was walking through JB Hi-Fi, which is this giant CD store in Melbourne, and I just saw it, and I'm like, hey, this looks cool, and it was on sale, so I got it, and it's pretty cool, sort of folky. When I used to do a radio show at Santa Cruz, I did a folk show, so it was a good fit, I guess. So there's that. Then I'll save this one for last, but this Eskimo Joe is another really cool band. They're kind of a rock band. They're here, sort of. I want to see them on my tour if they ever come here, but they're pretty cool. This CD is Black Fingernails and Red Wine, and that's on the MySpace page. I'll show you. That's the song I recommend too. There's a lot of other good ones, and I like the other CD, but it's not as hard to, sort of harder to find in the US. Crowded House. Crowded House is, I don't know, they're a famous Australian band, although I think they're Kiwis, but Australia steals anyone from New Zealand who's worth a damn. But they're all-time great Australian band, and the new stuff, they just reformed. It's by Tim and Neil Finn. They've done other stuff too, Split Ends and some other bands. The new stuff isn't that great, but the old stuff's really good. This CD has a lot of good stuff on it. The MySpace page doesn't have the greatest songs. Parallel Universe is pretty cool, so that's on there, and that's alright, but it's not my favorite one. 6 Months in a Leaky Boat is probably, or 4 Seasons One Day, because it reminds me of Melbourne, because obviously it's about Melbourne, and it's the whole joke about the city having 4 seasons on one day. But this CD is really good, so just the best of CD. They're a cool band. I recommend them. And I also recommend something called She Will Have Her Way, which I didn't bring here, but it's a CD compilation of their songs and other mostly Australian singers doing their songs famously, and it's really cool. I sort of knew about that actually before I knew about them and before I went to Australia, but I have that. This next one is The Cat Empire and So Many Nights. I always forget the title of it, but it's a really cool CD. They're sort of like a Cuban sounding band, which if you knew Australia you'd know that's just crazy talk, but it's a really cool CD. I really like this one. All the songs are pretty awesome. The first one on the MySpace is pretty cool, but the entire CD is awesome. I recommend it. And some of their older stuff's pretty cool too, but this is by far my best or favorite CD from them. And Missy Higgins is the last one. She's sort of the first one I knew from Australia. And actually before I went to Australia, I had known about her and liked her music. And it's really weird. I've seen her twice in concert now here in the States, and I don't accept it. It's weird because I'm used to her from Australia, and she's a huge star there. Here, she just does these little sort of venues, and it's fun, but I don't know, I can't understand that. I'm just used to her being such a big star there. But she's cool. Another one I used to do my Focus sort of singer-songwriter show. I used to play her a lot. This is the new CD, which I really like. The first CD is good too, but this one's really cool, and it's environmentally friendly because she does all her tours, sort of do them all eco-friendly. And she was actually one of the singers at the Live Earth when they did it in Sydney. She was one of the singers there, and she does all kinds of green stuff, so that's pretty cool too. I'm sure Hank would love that. And she actually has this thing about this like turning green, different stuff, but she's cool. And whenever I go to the concerts, I actually went to one when I was doing that law school trip in Boston a month or so ago, and it's always happy because I hear an Australian accent, which makes me happy when I hear that. So yeah, that's my recommendations for this week. Hopefully you guys will enjoy some of the music. Hey Mike, I hope you enjoy your trip. I'm sure you'll have fun despite the drama that might ensue, and I'm sure you'll enjoy the books. I enjoyed Catherine's a lot, and Alaska too. Actually though, Catherine's was my favorite. I guess maybe I related to it more, and I was a little older, like you are when you're reading it, so I don't know. I guess we'll see what you think of it, but I actually enjoyed Catherine's a lot. Oh, Alaska was amazing too, but Catherine's was my pick, and I'm super excited for Paper Towns. And John Green left me a comment. I can't understand that. Sorry. Moving on. Well, I'll see you on Friday, Laura, and thanks to our 12 subscribers or 11 subscribers, whatever we're up to now. We've tried to thank you personally. It means a lot to us that you're subscribing. I don't know. I don't think I'm very good, so I'm excited that you guys actually watch us. That makes me happy. So I'll see you next week.